Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Jordan James. This is a little kind of special episode, little snippet, rather let loose. I'm being joined by my boy Grimes today. What's going on, Grimes?
How's it going, man?
Shit is going. Just catching the last minute 50 of this Detroit Red Wings game. We're in here tonight for a Red Wings special, just for a little segment. Watching the last minute 45 right now. It's counting down of the Red Wings at Anaheim. Red Wings are currently up 2-1. And Anaheim just pulled their goalie, so hopefully they can hold on here for the win. But yeah, I got Grimes joining me tonight. Tampa Sam's currently under the weather. He's not feeling too well right now, so hopefully we'll get him back in here soon to get our normal episode going again for y'all. But we just wanted to touch bases on the Red Wings, a little bit because they've been starting off pretty well, man. Don't you think so far this year? How you feeling about them?
Feeling pretty good, man. I feel like, they're in the right steps toward a good season. Looking competitive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're definitely competing, and they're competing like against good teams too. And
Yeah.
they're even when they got smacked against the Rangers the other night, which was surprising to me with Husso and goalie. It was he allowed 8 goals that game, and that was surprising to me because he's been pretty spot on for the most part, man. But I think they found their future goalie in him, though.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
man,
Ned's a little questionable right now, but he had a rough go of it. I mean, 5 out of 6 of his games were road games. So
Djokovic is not that dude, man. Like I think they're just holding on to him, until
yeah,
Sebastian Costa until he's ready to
yeah.
be called up. I think it's gonna be between him and Ville Huso. So I don't know. I think I like what I see in Huso so far, though.
Yeah.
Ville, man, he a bad boy,
He's a bad
and
man.
he's a bad man. And what we got him for a third round pick from the Blues. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a steal, man.
Stevie Y at his best, baby.
What else are you making of the Yzerplan so far? We'll go with that. The Yzerplan, that's the whole master plan. We had to stay patient, and
Oh
Yzerman's
yeah.
doing it. It takes time. He knows what it takes to build a contender,
Oh
build a
dude.
winner.
I've bought in, and you got to trust in Yzerman. So he seems to know what he's doing. I mean, look what he did with Tampa Bay, the Lightning. He made them competitive. They've won 2 Stanley Cups. I gotta believe he can do it for us too.
Right. The biggest thing over there was the drafting of players
Oh
and how
yeah,
he
he
would
was.
hit and all these draft picks, man. And it seems to me like in Detroit, he really knows what he's doing as far as drafting players and acquiring these free agents and even trading for, like we just mentioned, Huso, a third round pick. That's a
Yep.
that's a steal for that. So he's obviously turning into be a great goalie so far, and this is just his first year.
Yep.
These motherfuckers just scored. God damn. We're sitting up here talking
Uh,
them up, and fucking Anaheim just tied the
look,
game.
look. Even if they lose, though, at least it's an overtime loss. You get a point. That's the thing about hockey that's different than other sports. You get
It,
you get points for that overtime loss.
it is, man, and those points are crucial. Every game matters if you can get at least a point, but obviously don't. It
I
never
mean,
works out that way.
obviously,
But
I'd prefer the win, of course, but
yeah, but if you got to lose, take the point. Yeah, it's good to get the point. I
take the
feel you
point.
on
Yeah,
that. And Huso, I think he's lost 3 overtime games this year, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. They have 3 overtime losses and 1 shootout loss so far this year.
Okay. Yeah, Anaheim just tied them damn Ducks, man. They just tied it at 2 apiece, 40 seconds and counting to go.
Yep. Must hit
It's
him with
looking
the
like we're
old
going to
flying
OT.
V.
Time for the flying V. That's funny. Yeah, it's probably gonna go into OT here. But yeah, I wanted to touch bases on the Red Wings because we love our Red Wings, and
Oh yeah,
I like to get the hockey boys in here to we'll have to have Devin in here at some point to talk about it because Devin lives that hockey life. He's all
oh
in
yeah.
tune to it still. Former
He
player.
played, didn't he? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he played for years. He was a beast. But yeah, he appreciates it, and it's so funny because like when I really was getting to know him like years and years ago,
Mhm.
before everything, like he's all Boston teams, like in everything. He's a
Right.
Patriots fan, he's a Celtics fan, Red Sox fan. and in hockey, he likes the Red Wings. He's always been a Red Wings fan. I mean, he likes the Bruins too, but like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Red Wings is his number one. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the past great teams and everything. But yeah, man, that's awesome. We'll get him on here at some point. Yo, how are you feeling about Derek Lalonde?
I feel like he's doing pretty good. I mean, he came into the season. His big goal was to turn around their power play over the offseason and their penalty kill, which was both were atrocious last year. And they've definitely seem improved. You know, the Kings game kind of made it look a little iffy, but for the most part, the whole year they've been doing good.
Yeah, you're gonna have your good and your bad games, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very early into the season, so I wouldn't worry too much on that. But he has turned that around. And do you think that based off of right now, like I said, I know it's mad early, but based off of right now, do you think he's going to be the potential coach for years to come? You think he's going to make noise, like serious noise?
I mean, it's still so early, dude. We're only what 15 games in
Yeah,
around
if
there.
that.
So, I mean, end of the year, you know, ask me then, but I just think it's too early to say whether or not he's going to be, you know.
Well, you said you bought in, motherfucker.
I bought
I was
in.
trying to.
I bought in, but I mean, you can't call on coaches. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's I mean, it's first year too, so you got to give him some leeway.
You do, man. And
So
even but
it's
I just knew that I already had a better feeling about him just based off his resume, assistant coaching.
mhm,
At a champ with a championship team.
yeah.
He's got two Stanley Cups with the
Tampa Bay.
Tampa
Yeah,
Bay.
exactly.
More ties from Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
exactly. As an assistant coach, two-time Cup winner, Cup winner. So I mean, the man obviously knows hockey. He knows what it takes. That was
Mhm,
my biggest problem with Jeff Blashill when they hired him.
yeah.
Did
Uh,
it?
The
What was
thing,
my
the thing,
feelings when we hired him? What
yeah.
was my feelings, bro?
But I think everybody in the organization and everybody in the fans all knew he was just a placeholder until we found the right coach. You know what I'm saying? He was only there to get us by.
Well, that became more apparent to me as time went by,
Yeah.
and why Yzerman got in for what gave him a couple years, and he didn't fire him immediately because he knew the team wasn't good enough to compete yet. So why bring in your coach before your team? Your team's ready
Yep.
to compete. Because if you bring in your coach first before your team's ready to compete, then we're going to be wanting that coach's head before
Right.
he even chance to get anything remotely important started. So we understand why he did that now, but at the time it was frustrating. It's like, dude, what the hell is he doing, man? This dude cannot coach. Like,
The one part where I got frustrated was when they extended him. I'm like, come on. Like I
didn't make
didn't
no sense.
understand. I'm like,
It didn't make no sense.
that would have been to me, I felt like they should have moved on a little bit earlier. They just but I mean, you gotta trust an Iceman, I guess.
Yeah, obviously it was all a part of a bigger plan, you know. But yeah, but yeah, Derek Lalonde, like it's like we said, it's still mad early, but he's definitely. It seems like these players want to play for him more too. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't like Jeff Blashill. Like I wasn't. Like I never understood the hire, even though he was coaching the minor leagues. He had no coaching experience at the professional level. I did not like that dude. Like it's not a regular schmuck job you're
Mhm.
taking over here. This is the Red Wings, bro. We have more Stanley Cups than any other American franchise. There's only two other teams with more Stanley Cups than us, and the Maple Leafs and the Canadians. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like we're no schmucks in hockey. Like Detroit is hockey town. Like so these are big shoes to fill. So I wasn't sold on it. I knew it was going to be bad, but I'm glad it's all new now. Derek Lalonde's first year as a head coach. It's looking promising so far. I just hoping we can get this win here in overtime, man. We got 3:52 left in overtime. Still knotted up at 2-2. Got to steal one here.